Finn Hammond, and Johnny Fisher.
So, the way the several questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questioneer 5000 that was evidently engineered to generate infinite, very silly questions, and Johnny, Finn, and I have dedicated our lives to answering them all one by one by one. And then one of us decided to undedicate our life to it, apparently. Right now, Johnny's away on his dressage tour where he doesn't do the dressage. He's the horse shouter. It's like the horse whisperer, but what he does is he just shouts to them because that's how horses like to be talked to. That's what a lot of people don't know.
Right. They play like the with $10,000 pyramid with the horse. It's one of the segments.
You think that's shouting? That involves a lot of shouting?
You gotta know what the horse is thinking.
Oh, I see. I thought it was about shouting. I was like imagining. I was like, $10,000 pyramid doesn't seem particularly shouty. But to your point, I would like to know what horses are thinking because they look like they're. I don't know. They look like they're either scared or like waiting for their opportunity. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's something about them that's like. They look at me in a way as a non-horse owner. They look at me in a way that's kind of like, "Hey, are you cool?" You know, or like, "Can you help me?"
Is there?
And I'm like, "Nay, sorry."
They have these like big long noses, and it's the only way they faces, and they like because they're sad, but also because that's the only way they can interact with you is by just kind of like.
Yeah,
and their giant head,
and the expectation too is that they're going to walk into a bar, obviously, and the bartender's going to ask him about the long face, but it's like he's just looking down at his hooves and looking at the doorknob,
right?
Like, what am I? What
can't even get in here.
I can't even do what I'm supposed to do to make everyone laugh. All I can do is carry people around all the time. Oh my god. With my sinewy muscles. Anyway, let's move on to the first question.
What is the first pair of shoes you remember loving?
I got this pair of shoes. It had Aladdin on it. I remember being proud of them and then kind of pointing out that it was Aladdin and they're actually boy shoes.
They're actually boy shoes?
Yeah.
Wait, how old were you?
I think I was like 6.
And they're actually boy shoes.
And I just remember, they have Aladdin on them, and they're actually boy shoes.
You remember you were pointing that out to everybody?
Yeah.
Because they were Disney shoes?
Yeah, they looked like they could have been girl shoes for whatever reason. Just letting people know.
Wait, would you say that, or would you say that when people would compliment you on them or talk about your shoes, or would you just offer that up to people? Like, hey, check out my shoes. They've got Aladdin on them, and I think they're boy shoes.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I had to explain it one time, but it became part of my spiel.
Did anybody ever say, like, are those girl shoes? Like, I wonder if that happened.
I feel
or
like
if you were just, like, so worried about it. Did you use one of your wishes from the genie to have that not happen?
Yes.
Could no one think these are girls? Please don't let anyone think these are girl shoes.
Did you ever have people misgender? Like when you're a kid, it seems to be important. And maybe people were also more weird about that sort of thing, when we were younger.
Like clothes, you mean? Or
Yeah.
misgender me?
Misgender, like things you do or wear or
Um,
or are interested in.
I had this one, like, it was kind of like a blouse, but it also had a skirt, like, attached. People seem to think that was,
Oh, yeah.
they called that, like, a girl thing to wear.
Right. It was
But
really weird.
I would just take out my lipstick, go, put it on, and flip them off.
Yeah. You get in your Corvette.
Get in my, trying to think of a lady car. All I can think of is Misty, which are cigarettes. That's not a car.
You grab your Misty.
I grab my Misty, and then I get in my, what's a lady car? I can't think of like a classic lady car. Oh, Geo Metro convertible. My my old girlfriend had a hot pink Geo Metro convertible, and my car broke for a while, so I was using that, and I was working, like construction kind of. So I would like drive up to a work site,
Blasting a Cyndi Lauper or something.
Right. I would kind of do that. I would lean into it a little bit because it was fun. And it would be me and my coworker, Zach. So we'd be like just zooming around in this little thing. And it's like the thing about that is you could never be angry. Like road rage would disappear the moment you tried to honk because the horn was like, me, me. So it was like you could only just like wave, basically, like smile and wave. Hey, you cut me off. Have a good
No one
day.
takes you seriously. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always disappointing when the horn is that way. But yeah, okay. Convertible Geo Metro.
They should make all horns that way, though.
Yeah, they should.
Because there's no reason for a horn to be angry. It can alert you of something without being a dick about it.
I mean, like, when do you use it? You're usually communicating. Well, I guess there should be like two horns in your car. There should be one that screams.
I guess, but what I want to say is I want to take the power away from road rage. So, like, don't make it available, even though that is what you're feeling. Like, don't give voice. The car doesn't have to be mad. The car is just a machine. So, like, it would. And when you get honked at with that angry horn, it makes you mad and makes you scared. So it's like, it just like makes the problem worse. It's just escalating, just like everything else. It's escalation. So what if it was more like, hey, good looking? Oh, that could be wrong. That could be taken wrong, though. Like,
No,
what
but
if
I
it's
would like that in my car.
Yeah, for you. That's what I mean. What if it was like, oh, because you're a pervert?
Yes.
Oh. Because you're disrespectful. What if it was like,
Check.
I like your car. Like, have a good day. Or like, doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, that one is kind of like hard
Don't
to
do
be
that
mad.
one. You're cool with that
Wait,
one.
what's that?
Isn't that Dixie?
Oh, is it? Sorry. I don't know. I like Dixie cups.
Okay.
They're
Like-
waxy. They don't
What's your
go-
favorite Southern like franchise?
franchise?
Like Piggly Wiggly.
That's not Southern.
It's not?
Well, I don't know. We have Piggly Wigglies around here. Always have.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, Piggly Wiggly. Shop the pig. Shop the pig.
Never seen one in my life. I guess Southern people call like convenience stores or whatever that is, Piggly Wigglies, the
It's
way
a
they
grocery
call it.
store.
That's like their name for it. Like Coke is the name for
Are you
soda.
sure?
Yes.
They call it a Piggly Wiggly in the South. I've never heard a Southerner say Piggly Wiggly.
I'm going to go to the Piggly Wiggly, and what they mean is Walgreens.
No way.
Yeah.
I'll bet you $100,000 this is not true.
Okay, let's do it. This is the
What's your-
$100,000
okay.
bet special
It's on-
podcast.
it's
Thank you
on
for
tape,
tuning in.
But luckily, I'd edit the podcast, so this is going to work out great for me.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No. What's how would we figure this out? What is your source?
Johnny. No, joking. People I know from the South.
Who? Give me names. Southerners.
Steve?
Steve. Yeah, right. This sounds made up. What kind of a name is Steve? It's not, oh, you just picking words that rhyme with sleeve now? Okay.
Yeah.
No, oh, my friend Gleave. Yeah. right, Finn. You fucking.
My eyes are darting around the room to my other arm.
So John is away one day and you're trying to gaslight me immediately. This is bullshit. I don't know. We'll do some research into this Piggly Wiggly thing. You might be right. I don't know. It's
you know about the Coke thing.
I do know about the Coke thing. And I hear that all the time from all my friends, Dreve and Sneeve and Bleeve.
Slew, you're looking at your shoes.
Yeah, snooze. And then I fall asleep.
Mike.
Piggly Wiggly.
Rophone.
Shut the pig. Mike Rophone. Windscreen. So, okay, my favorite shoes, is that what we're talking about? No, my first pair of favorite shoes. My first favorite pair of shoes that I remember. The one that definitely comes to mind is they were like, you know those kind of like half high tops that are popular today? These days that are like high tops, but they don't conform to your shoe. They're more like a sack for your feet. I don't really like how they look personally, but on me. It was kind of like those. It was that kind of shape that was a weird high top, but they were black, but then like there were like areas of accenting that were like indented, and those were like teal with like silhouettes of trees cut out. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa.
So, but these like palm trees. So it was like kind of like a
vacation shoe.
What's tropical scene is what is what it was. So those were pretty fucking rad. Cool. And they matched these pants that I had really well. Or not really well, actually. Pretty well, which is not great for teal. I don't know if you ever tried to match a teal with a different teal, but it is frustrating to look at.
Oh yeah, wait. Teal is what is the
teal is like blue green is a blue green that's very 90s. It's like that teal and purple was a popular combo kind of.
Yeah, I've
on logos and stuff.
Word.
But also was a popular car color. I feel like it was a little more blue than green.
It's like sporty kind of.
It does seem sporty. Yes,
sporty vibe. Yeah.
Miami Vice-ish. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, word. Those sound awesome. So you had like Miami Vice shoes that a palm tree.
I guess maybe they were. I never watched Miami Vice even, but I was. I guess it was just part of my inherent vibe. I didn't need to watch it. I didn't have to. I was it.
I mean, the aesthetic is so sick. It's like the coolest one. There's what is it? The Miami Heat basketball team. They made like a jersey, a special edition jersey that was Miami Vice themed.
Oh, that's nice.
And then it just became their entire aesthetic. It's like they're like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah.
This should be the Miami Vice, don't you think? That's funny. That would be a really good name. Whatever. I'll call him.
We'll have a sports podcast where we rename every sports team.
Okay. Maybe we could call it, let's see. It could be like, that's either a basketball team?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we could name it something about like what's our popular expressions from basketball, like swish or
what a cool thing.
Hit above the rim, slam dunk.
Hey, pass me the rock.
The alley-oop podcast. No, how about that? Nothing but net.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, do you like that?
Okay, that works.
The song could sound something like
or Granny Shot.
Okay, let's go with Granny Shot. We should talk to Johnny.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's get the next question.
What do you see when you press on your eyes really hard?
Are we doing this?
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, sorry.
What was that?
That's my eye. Let me do the other one.
It sounded really sweet. Okay, I'm pressing on them. What do I see? Blood. What do I see when you press on your eyes too hard? Yeah. Let's see. It's dark in here. First of all, Do you want me to narrate this whole thing?
There's kind
Then
of
what
like a
I see
breakdown.
is I see a lot of like, what are those things called? I think they're like these tiny line drawings that you can like color in, or whatever. What are those called? They're maybe Japanese line drawings. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's like a coloring book thing.
Yeah, and those things are called something. Those individual things are called something. Anyway, whatever that is, that's kind of what I see. It's like these concentric shapes that then kind of drift around and move, and they're like yellow and red and purple, but mostly like a washed out version of that color. And they sometimes it's triangles like this that go like one set of triangles, concentric triangles over here and one over here. That's like a row of them, and then they will come at each other and overlap.
Whoa.
That sort of shit. It's all like very specific. I've actually asked Viv about this, and she has blobs.
Whoa.
Blobs of color doing stuff.
I'm gonna do mine again. But wait,
Okay, do yours again.
That's wild. Okay.
No, you gotta like keep pressing for a minute, like
Okay,
until it happens. Okay.
Listeners,
I'll just
I'm
talk-
covering
I'll
my
just-
eyes.
He's covering his eyes now. He's taking his shirt off with his feet. This is fucking amazing. How is he doing this? But they're stuck on his wrists now. The shirt is. But
I see. Mine's really boring. You're not gonna like that.
leaves of green. You see what?
I see.
I see leaves of green.
green.
Flowers too.
I see the outline of a computer screen of a Zoom window. I just see
Well, you're
like
very literal. I mean, that's just like what's burned into your retina right now. But like,
yeah. How do I see past that? How do I get?
you got to push on your eyes and like just like defocus and not try to look at anything. It's kind of like a magic eye. It's like pressing on your face
I'm no good at
while
those.
you're doing a magic eye. Oh, that's not surprising.
Are you serious? Is this how you do it? We should also have a podcast where you explain how to use a magic eye, because I've never made one work.
That would be amazing. Well, maybe a question here will ask, how do you use a magic eye someday? How do you do a magic eye?
Yeah.
That would be a
Also-
really funny question to have as a several question, to be like, that's because it'd be so hard. It's like hard to explain. Actually, I can't explain it really well. Do you want me to explain it? You'd have to have one in front of you to apply it immediately. Otherwise, it would
Okay,
be
listeners.
weird. Okay, listeners, get a magic. Go to 1995.
1995.
Go to Spencer's Gifts. And you don't have to buy anything. Just stand in there while you listen to this. I know it's going to be tough because you're not going to have your modern technology. So you'll have to transfer it to like a thumb drive or something. This episode, I mean, you'll have to transfer it to a thumb drive. So in 1997, you can plug it in. We had normal USB then, right? Did
Yeah.
we even? Did we have USB in 97? Like a
No,
thumb drive?
And
I bet you could.
I think we were still working out a thumb drive. What could you put?
Yeah,
on a thumb
jump drive. Those little, they were just like the shape of a USB plug, and then it had a little, scan disc.
Like a zip,
Yeah,
Disc?
like a thumb drive.
but it was the size of your thumb.
It was like this big. Yeah, it was a flash drive. You just like, it could only carry like a gig tops.
Oh, I word. Okay, yeah.
But back then it was probably like 200 megabytes. You could just like transfer files. Anyway, well, why were we talking about that? Computer. Oh my God. I had a break with reality. What are we talking about? What do you...
Oh wow. God for editing.
1997. You're in 1997. No,
1997.
I'm not editing
Magic
shit.
Eye.
I was trying to think of how you'd get the episode.
We were talking about
so you could
Magic Eye,
listen.
you idiot.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Okay, here, Magic Eye. So look at the poster, okay? And it's kind of helpful if it's got a sheen to it, so that there's a reflection of some sort. Because if you can see a reflection of something behind you, like the employee, checking out your butt, focus on them, because what you're really trying to do is focus your eyes past the magic eye thing, and so that your eyes literally separate slightly more than they're supposed to. To focus on the thing that you're looking at, so that it can take the images that are buried in that magic eye image and line them up correctly to make that 3D image. But if you're looking right at it with your eyes and focusing on it, it won't happen. You have to look through it and past it.
I see.
Do you see it now, listener?
Listener? It's a dinosaur.
Not now, but in 1997, do you see it? It's a secret message about your future. It just says you're a loser. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it says good job, loser.
Good job, loser. Okay.
I think this is not interesting, but I got a lazy eye.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're gonna love this. I think I feel bad for my parents because I can only really see out of one eye.
I feel bad for your parents too, for the
record. My eye, I can only see out of one eye at a time, and as a manifestation of my parents' dead dreams, I was just probably like, and those books look so cool and intriguing, and I never got an image out of it.
Wait, why were they disappointed? Because they love
because I'm this busted kid. His eye don't work.
Oh, not because of the magic eye.
Oh yeah.
Just because of in general, you mean?
Just in general, and then the magic eye, it just was brought to the surface more every time I tried to look at a magic eye.
I could honestly, I don't know your dad that well, but I could see your dad really loving magic eye posters or books, like having a book.
Oh man, yeah, I do want to get a big stack of this, and maybe this would be a good way to exercise my depth perception or whatever.
Well, the problem is you gotta want to do it, and if your eye's lazy, I don't know if there's anything you can do about it. It's gotta want to. But I guess maybe that's the deal. Motivated. Yeah, maybe that's the deal though. Maybe that's just the thing to motivate it. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why it's just not motivate. It's not lazy. It's just depressed. It misses beautiful 90s colors. Right. The teals and the purples and the neon oranges and stuff. So if you bring that back into the mix and see some fucking unicorns or a boat, that's gravy.
Okay, yeah.
I think this is a good, as your doctor, I'm saying that this is a great idea. I'm prescribing you
magic eye.
10 magic eyes. What if you ended up with magic eyes? Would that be fucking amazing?
So your eyes are these weird textures or whatever?
If people look into your eyes, they see it in 3D.
And it's it's just stuff that from the book, and
it says you're a loser.
Yeah.
It says Yura in one eye and loser in the other. Not you. I mean the people that are looking so closely into your eyes. Stop looking at my eyes, loser. Why are you looking past me? I guess you could ask.
Yo, you're looking through me. Hey, my eyes are
in here. Whatever. Next question.
If you could make a baby's version a la Muppet Babies of one dramatic television show, what show would you choose?
Dramatic television show. Oh, because you kind of want it to be an ensemble cast, right? You want it to have how the Muppets has a bunch of different characters. So maybe ER would be my thinking. What do you think? Did you ever watch ER?
I've seen episodes of ER. I think I know the general vibe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe I don't think I know anyone's name. I don't think I know any plot arcs. But anyway, sorry.
But I guess you were pretty young when ER was on.
Yeah.
So what if there would have been an ER Babies, maybe you could have gotten into it.
I suppose so. That would be about my way in.
We're saving all your lives.
I think it's fair to say that that Muppet Babies were my way into the Muppets. But I think I would have liked the Muppets already, but
Right.
I'm most familiar with the baby version.
Do you think you would have liked the Muppets more if it weren't for the Muppet Babies? In other words, if your entry point wouldn't have been so formative and different than the actual Muppets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That maybe... No, you don't think so?
I think I liked it more. I think I've spent more time thinking about who Kermit. Just like I'm gonna do. This is real. I'm not lying. This is true. I think I've thought about more about who Kermit is now that I see where he came from.
Oh.
Or seeing him in more complex and different situations. You know, he's not doing a skit. He's not like managing a show. I'm watching him like explore the limits of his imagination.
And be, vulnerable emotionally at times.
And using
He's a
Lucas
kid.
Arts, Lucas Films IP.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that's true. LucasArts, if the Muppets would have had greater access to the LucasArts catalog, that would have been...
like if they did
I guess they did a bunch of movies. They could have done like a Indiana Jones.
What's the director one? The Duck?
The what?
The Duck one that George Lucas directed?
Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck. Why wasn't he in the Muppets? Why
He
wasn't
directed that?
I can only imagine. Which movie did he?
Howard the Duck. Yeah, I used to love that movie.
Do you think he's a good director? Or?
Howard the Duck, yeah, I think he would be good. I would trust him to direct my movie. He's a duck. Like, if nothing else, you'd get a shit ton of PR.
Right.
He tells it like it is. He smokes too many cigars. I don't know if he still does, though.
Is he still with
And he is a duck. So, like, there's a whole paperwork problem as far as... You know how they always say, like, there's nothing in the rule book that says a dog can't play basketball. There actually is something in the rule book that you need to be a human to have a social security number to get paid, basically, is what it comes down to. So, and he won't do it pro bono. You know him. Mm-hmm. He's a greedy little fuck.
He'll want some bread.
Well, it's not even just him. His wife, Leah Thompson, is also... She's really trying to cash in on his... She's more exploiting him than anything because she got into it for that curly Q penis, but not gonna last. It doesn't carry you through. You know what I mean?
The hard time.
You're still, because it ends up you're still with a duck.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't have a social security number is what it comes down to. So he can't get paid, is what I'm saying. Anyway, if you could make okay, so Baby's version. Oh yeah, I'm speaking ER. What's yours?
Okay, so ER. I think I would like to see Baby.
What's a modern, like drama show, like a Last of Us or?
Oh yeah, drama show. I'd watch Baby Office.
Office babies. We're at the office now. That's a really good one, actually.
You're looking at Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, you answered that perfectly. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's just quit while the quitting's good. Right. Is that what they say? Mm-hmm. Or not?
They say, give up while you can.
Give up while you can before someone makes you try harder. Well, that's all the questions for today. Now get out there, ask questions, be curious, not furious, and always remember the mark of a good question is a question mark. For Finn Hammond and Johnny Fisher, I'm Nate Choppel. I'm Nort Chorple, and this is Several Questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolfout Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolfout shows.